Hey y'all, Austin here with Outer World Media. Welcome back to another video. I am going to apologize in advance. I know this video is probably about 4 or 5 days late, seeing how this is my TBR video for the month of May. But, you know, work's just been crazy and busy and whatnot. Needless to say, I still wanted to get this video out, even if I am a few days late. This should hopefully come out on today, the 3rd of May. But let's get into it. So I recently put up a poll on the channel just kind of saying, hey, you know, as one of my Western reads for the month of May, which one would y'all rather see me review, kind of? And there at the very end, there was a clear winner. It was tied, three-way tie there for a little bit, but we did have a clear winner, and that was Riders of the Purple Sage by Zane Grey. I'm going to act like I haven't started this book, just saying I'm really excited to read this. You know, I know this is Zane Grey's biggest or most well-known book from what I can tell. I am reading or going to read the only uncut and uncensored edition. So I'm very interested to see what's uncut and uncensored about the book. Versus, you know, what it normally would be. I've never read this book before, but I'm definitely interested to see kind of what would be considered uncut or uncensored for back when this book came out. I think this book, I don't know if it came out in the 40s, the 50s, when it came out. I just know it's an older book. It's a Western. I want to see if I enjoy Zane Grey books. The next one that I am going to read for the month of May, and it's the big one for me because I'm doing a collaboration with Faceless Book Reviews. Nice gentleman, has a great channel. I love his reviews. Go look up his channel, give him a follow, subscribe to his channel. He does, like I said, he does great reviews. He just uploaded a video today, kind of doing a tour of like an old asylum, which I really enjoyed seeing that. Even though it wasn't book related, I definitely enjoyed just kind of seeing, you know, the scenery and whatnot. But he had messaged me on YouTube saying, hey, you know, would you be interested in doing a collaboration? I said, yeah, of course. Why wouldn't I want to do that? I know that he loves Westerns. I know that he loves Louis L'Amour's books, if you will. So he left it up to me to pick the book, which I'm very thankful and grateful for, that he let me pick the book for this month. I'm hoping that maybe he'll enjoy it and I'll enjoy it, and next month we can do the same thing and he can pick the book, or we take a month off and whatnot. But we shall see what happens. But the book I picked is The Sister Brothers by Patrick DeWitt. I know this book came out like 2016, 2017, so it's definitely a newer Western than what I'm used to reading. Like I said, though, I'm very interested in reading this. From what I understand, from the kind of the back of the blurb, or reading the blurb, sorry, I can't speak today. Essentially, this is about two hitmen in the Old West that it takes place, I believe, in California, Oregon area, which always has me interested because I'm originally from Oregon. I grew up there, spent, you know, up to my teens there. So spent a good long while there in Southern Oregon. So that made me very interested. But then you had these two hitmen, assassin, whatever you want to call them, men for hire, whatever you want to call them, who are sent to this job for a rancher who will not leave their land. And one of the brothers is questioning why and, you know, what they're doing there. So it kind of sounds like a come to a God moment, if you will, for this guy. So again, that sounds very interesting to me. I know we're going to drop our reviews the last week of May. I'm not sure the exact day. I'm not sure if we're going to do it the same day or within a few days of each other, or how that's going to work. That's fine details that we'll, you know, worry about here in a couple weeks. But I'm very much looking forward to getting into this book and reading this. The other book that I put up on the poll, and I am going to apologize. I had 3 books on that poll. One of them was Ombre by Elmore Leonard, and the other one was Wyatt Earp by Matt Braun. After some deliberation and whatnot, I have already read a book by Mr. Elmore Leonard. And I have decided, hey, you know what? His last book, I really, really enjoyed it. Let's try giving him a break, and let's pick up a book by Matt Braun and see if I enjoy this. And the reason I'm doing that, and I am going to get to Ombre at some point in time, the reason I'm doing this, though, is because I was fortunate enough to go to my local library book sale. And they had, I'm not even joking, y'all, probably 400 or 500 Western books. I picked up some Louis L'Amours that I didn't have. I officially hit the 100 book mark for him. But they had so many other Western authors, and these three were prominent there, and they're like 10, 25, 50 cents a book, $1 a book, depending on which one you get. So I knew that I enjoyed Escape from Five Shadows by Mr. Elmore Leonard. So I figured, you know what, let's give Matt Braun a try. If I enjoy him, I'll pick up more of his books at this book sale here in a couple weeks that they're going to have. Essentially what this is, I believe this is like a historical fiction book, specifically about Wyatt Earp right after the shootout at the OK Corral, I believe this takes place a year or so after, sorry, I believe this takes place a year or so after the shootout at the OK Corral. So I'm very much looking forward to reading this. I know Doc Holliday is going to be in this. I know that Mr. Matt Braun has a book about Doc Holliday, and I specifically want to find that book at that sale. But again, this is what I want to try. And I'm keeping this this TBR kind of light for the month. Just because, you know, I may more than likely find a couple more books at that library sale that I want to pick up. But I had to throw something in there to break up, you know, not just read straight Westerns for the month. Although I love Westerns, I don't want to get burned out on them. And I was thinking about it. I've had other books on my TBR, but you know what? May is my birthday month, and we just so happen to be in May. So I figured, you know what? I went and I did an impulse buy. I bought the next Mick Foley book, which is Foley is Good. Foley is Good in the Real World is Faker Than Wrestling. I ate up Have a Nice Day by him. I couldn't get enough of it, so I am going to try to read this. This is what I'm going to, you know, use to break up these books and whatnot. About a little under 600-page book, so very much looking forward to reading this and following up on this. I believe this kind of picks up where Have a Nice Day left off, so that means I'm hoping to get a little bit more in-depth in Mick Foley's match with Triple H, specifically the Last Man Standing match, the Falls Count Anywhere, and the Hell in a Cell match. Hopefully, you know, it talks about him being Commissioner Foley in this book. Again, just very much looking forward to reading that. Again, these are the TBR. This is my TBR thus far for the month of May. Kind of a light pickup and kind of light read for the month of May. But hey, you know what? I like it that way in case I want to sneak something in, like a Louis L'Amours or a Longmire book right there behind me. But as always, I do appreciate every single one of y'all that stops by and watches this video. Even if you kind of just jump around or skip the whole video and got to this point, I do appreciate you stopping by. To watch the channel, please subscribe. I know that's not necessarily the biggest concern of mine, but I do enjoy seeing that number of subscribers go up. And just know that I'm not talking crazy to myself, to my camera here, and nobody's watching me. Also, drop down in the comments, what are y'all reading? What's y'all's TBR for the month of May? Do you do a TBR? Do you kind of figure that out ahead of time, or you just kind of are kind of a mood reader, if you will? Again, I do appreciate every single one of y'all that stopped by to watch the video. Y'all have a nice day.